So the invasion of the Inner Sphere is underway. Clan Jade Falcon restoring the true order to the galaxy, restoring the Star League. All these petty squabbles and houses will be put to order and will be forced to acknowledge the greatness, the honor of Jade Falcon. Now, I'm a couple of games in, moving into the clan era, and I have to say for Battletech, for 95% of the entire time that I've been playing Battletech, it has focused on Succession era, Inner Sphere, early tech, maybe late Star League type stuff, maybe some experimental stuff. I knew the clans were there. In a couple of big games here and there, I never played the clans, but I played against them, but not in any numbers or proximity to really understand them. Well, being a completionist and expanding the different eras of Battletech, jumping into the clans. And what I find interesting is, playing war games for a long time, there are certain fundamental rules. There are certain strands of gaming DNA that run through every game. I was aware of them. But when you play, even being aware of them, when you play a game for a while, you become set in that. So two of these important strands are, one, it takes a number of games to truly understand something new, to capture this learning curve, to understand the synergy of the rules, understand the synergy of your army and your list. So the first couple of games playing my clans, playing Jade Falcon, were, well, a disaster. I mean, if it was a trial of possession, the entire clan would be wiped out. I mean, I was just getting annihilated. And there are little mistakes of, like, I'm playing one of my mechs, it's got the 4 ER PPCs. I'm like, oh, double heat sinks. You know, PPCs, cook them off, 4 PPCs. And then you realize, wait, the heat is greater than 10, it's 15. And then I'm shooting ER PPCs, and I'm like, okay, left torso hit, 10 points of damage. Right torso hit, 10 points of damage. And then we're a couple of turns in, because I'm used to PPCs on Marauders and Warhammers and Battle Masters and things like that. So we're a couple of rounds in, and I realized, like, wait a second, I've been shortchanging myself on damage. Well, it's too late, because we've already hit with other things. I guess those ER PPCs were very experimental. So little things like that, where if you've been playing an army for a while, you're on autopilot, need to adjust. The second piece, and this is like Wargaming 101, you need rerolls on the rerolls. You need some sort of dice manipulation in order to truly take control and push the advantage. And by dice manipulation, I don't mean cheating. I mean, depending on the system, rerolls, or changing hits into crits, or focus into hits into crits, or if you roll a 1, you get to reroll it. Whatever it's going to be within your system to try to identify that. This is important because it is a dice-based game, and there is a swing of the dice. It will allow you with average rolls to come out above average, and it will allow you with awful rolls at least to try and turn them into somewhat average rolls. So it's a way to control the randomness of the dice. And the dice are there in a war game to simulate just that, the fog of war, the situation around you. As a commander, why wouldn't you want to have some control over that? Well, Battletech, do we really re-roll dice? That was almost a tongue twister there. Exploring this Inner Sphere, there's no dice re-rolls. Succession era. So the best I can do is try to cut down on the modifiers, meaning can I walk instead of run? So instead of a +2 to hit, can I bring it down to a +1? Can I control range? So sometimes I don't want to be at long range. Sometimes I want to be at medium to at least put a little distance, but cut down on that. Can I control cover? Is there a place I can move or deny my opponent cover? Of course, they're doing the same. So it's this constant back and forth. I can try to influence, but I can't change. So now we get to the heart of the matter. I've been playing different configurations on the Omni-Mechs and looking at different things. I knew the clan tech was there. I understood the clan tech, but now in utilizing it extensively, I can't see playing it another way. Targeting computers. Well, I don't get my reroll, but that is now bringing the value of the dice down. It's not the Artemis pods. It's not the Narc pod. Whatever the pods are that allow me to increase my cluster hits. That combined with a targeting computer, I was running Shadowcat variant of that, makes it deadly. I have an LRM-20 that I can't use the targeting computer on, but okay, it's going to increase the the clusters that hit, I have a heavy, large laser that I'm going to use the targeting computer on, and that not only brings down the volume of dice, but if I can get close enough, once we punch into the armor of the inner sphere and we get to the internals, especially on mechs that are ammo heavy, if I can run up there and weather the attacks for a turn, not move, be at danger close point blank range, have no modifiers working against me, so I'm a base 4, and maybe it's a heavier mech, so they're not really moving anywhere. They're going to backpedal because they want to keep their weapons trained against me. What's that going to give them? A +1 at best, so I'm at a 4, 5. If I can get a called shot, what's that, +3, 6, 7, 8? 8's pretty good for a chance to go to internals and make boom boom on the ammo in there. So now I'm looking at the clan tech, and I'm aware I needed to get rerolls, but for a long time it didn't, or dice modification. For a long time it didn't exist in Battletech. Yeah, I knew it was out there somewhere. You kind of look through the source books. But now playing the clans and having access to that tech and that configuration, I will not play mechs without targeting computers. I will not play mechs without supplemental gear to modify cluster hits or subtract from cluster hits or locate hidden units and stuff. Yes, I sacrifice couple of weapons maybe, in the configuration, but considering my weapons shoot farther, faster, better, and everything compared to Inner Sphere, before they upgrade their tech, before the clan invasion is like full swing and pre-jihad and stuff like that. But wow, what a difference. So I say this is now I feel like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 games, 11 or so games in, I guess, with the clans. I am now at a place where I feel like I can represent the clans. I feel like I'm at a place where now Fritz is, at least in theory, a danger with them, playing them, leveraging them. And again, the simple wargaming rules, they're there right in front of me. Got to play a bunch of times to figure out what's going on, and you need to get those legal dice modifications.